So, it's another questions video, and this time I'd like to look at NXT Halloween Havoc. Brings back memories, doesn't it, from back in the WCW Nitro days, or when they used to go all out with a big goblin hovering over the pumpkin. To me, in my opinion, Nitro just did it better. So, what are my questions for this video? We start out with the women's tag titles. Why were there? It's a women's tag team title match. Why not have the the tag teams come out with their full entrances rather than they're already in the ring, which made no sense to me. If this is an important match, why not have them do the full entrance? It just seems like it doesn't matter to them. And if you're gonna have both of the belts hang over above you, shouldn't you have to grab both of them instead of like, oh, I grabbed one title, therefore now we're still the tag team champions, or we changed to a different title. Imagine if it were to be a similar situation where, like in Money in the Bank, where the briefcase just fell down and Otis guy's like, I'm Money in the Bank now. Well, and something similar to that idea, where one team goes for the title, holds on to it, the other title falls down, but another tag team partner grabs it. Like, say it was Io Shirai had one, and then someone from Toxic Attraction had the other. Would they or be the tag team champions, and it wouldn't be Toxic Attraction or Io Shirai's team? I mean, if they're gonna do that, why not try to work off of that, the weird workaround? I mean, you already have oddball tag teams. And at the very least, if they're gonna just make these NXT women's tag team titles a throwaway, why not just keep them separate like you had before? I mean, it was interesting to watch at first, but now it's just another title to just be thrown around, which they don't even have much of a women's tag team division in the first place. And what did we have next? Carmelo Hayes and Johnny Jigsaw's house. Is the Dexter Loomis zombie thing, like, is that his newest was that his gimmick back when Cameron Grimes was the bad guy at the time? Because I remember he went in this weird fun house, and now because Johnny Gargano is the father-in-law, I think they're supposed to be the storyline daughter, but I'm not exactly sure. Anyways, they went into this weird Halloween, which, okay, fine, it's good. It's just in storyline, I did not understand what this was supposed to be about exactly. Grayson Waller, we find out, has replaced LA Knight temporarily at the very least. Why have the match at this point? Why not just say, hey, LA Knight's been put in the place, or Grayson Waller was put in the place, or at the very least have them do, like, if they were going to do a segment where they meet each other in the ring, why couldn't they do something where it's like, oh no, it's a double countout, oh no, it's a double DQ, oh, the referee couldn't make a decision, oh, this was a 3 count. Anyways, it's a draw. They both won, neither one won, neither one lost. So both of them are the host of NXT Halloween Havoc. Joe Gacy comes out next against the match went by so fast I barely caught the name of him. Who did Joe Gacy take on? Was it just someone they were training, or was it an actual wrestler they're trying to bring up? I don't know. Whoever it was, I like Joe Gacy, but why would he say something like, oh, I do not want to use violence? But which is strange, and I think even Wade Barrett said over the commentary table, why would you not want violence? You're in the WWE. Makes no sense. Also, at the very end of the match, I guess this guy's name is Harlan. I believe they called him towards the end of the match, where he grabs the opponent's throat, and it's like, how did the referee not see him grabbing his throat? It seemed like a long time to be having somebody's throat. That's clearly outside interference. That should have been a disqualification for Joe Gacy, but I guess not. Maybe the referee somehow did not see it. That should have been. I thought that would be a DQ, but I guess not. Up next, we have a Diamond Mine Open Challenge, which did. Now, if you come out and one of your guys is a champion, you should assume that whoever exits the challenge is going to be like, I want your title. But of course, it wasn't for a title. Odyssey Jones comes out, and Malcolm Pittman is just like, hey, you can't compete for the 205 live title. You're not 205 pounds or less. Which, obviously, yeah, which again, not a bad match, but why have it if it's not for the title? Get somebody that can actually compete for the 205 live title. Up next is the women's title. Why was Raquel Gonzalez able to decide what the match was in the spin the wheel, make a deal thing when the other team, Io Shirai, had to win a match just to spin it? Shouldn't it be the same? Also, we now cut back to Andre Chase, who's just hanging out randomly in the Halloween house. Why is he hanging out in this house? Does he live there with Johnny Gargano and he never knows it? Is he gonna by one day be like, what are you doing here? And he's just gonna, did somebody say Andre Chase? And they're all gonna go, no, why are you here? We need a explanation, which I probably won't ever do. And my final couple questions have to be: how many Steiner references can they make in NXT altogether before they just say, hey, by the way, this is Rick Steiner's kid? They've mentioned it over and over and over again. I mean, if you haven't seen WCW Nitro, at least, I can remember Rick Steiner doing a promo with Mean Gene Okerlund, literally with Chucky showing up on the little Tron thing that they had at the time, and he was talking to Rick Steiner. And now it cuts to Chucky doll talking to Braun Breaker. Like, little winks, and like, just call him Steiner's kid. Like Braun Steiner. I don't know how you get Braun Breaker out of Steiner. I mean, if they can give Charlotte Flair, they can give the Flair name, but they can't give the Steiner name. Why not give Braun Breaker Braun Steiner? Imperium versus the tag team. Imperium in a tag team match for the NXT tag team titles. Now, you would not think that it was for the NXT tag team titles because, again, they did not do the entrances. This is a pretty important match, I would think, that they would want to have their tag teams doing entrances. But overall, this show, I can't complain. It's a good show. I liked it. It's probably better than some of the stuff they do over on Raw. I almost feel bad for some of the NXT guys that are being called up because let's say they start getting somewhere and then they start getting famous, but then it's like, look at Karrion Kross, look at Ricochet, who I still remember he did the jump. He was in a feud with Velveteen Dream at the time. All he did was a flip over the top rope and just landed right in front of Velveteen Dream, and then just gone. Now it's like, does anybody even remember what roster he's on at this point? I don't know. But let's not end on a negative note. I'd like to end on a positive note. Halloween Havoc, it was overall a good show. Those were my questions. Thanks again for watching, and hopefully I will have that script for the storyline set up soon. Again, thank you to whoever's watching this for your patience. Like I said, the video for the storylines had to be rewritten, reworked. I tried to upload it, and it just stopped halfway. So I'm looking over it and I'm thinking this is not good. This is not gonna be okay to upload. So, thanks again.